Are your end-to-end tests passing on your machine but failing in CI? Did they work fine yesterday but broke today with no code changes? Does that sound familiar? What you're dealing with is flaky tests, and I'm going to show you the 5 most common causes and exactly how to fix them. Hey Rails developers, I'm Damon, and today we're going to dive into debugging flaky end-to-end tests. These are the issues that'll make you question your sanity. But once you know what to look for, they're actually pretty straightforward to fix. Let's start with the most common culprit, race conditions. Let's look at the test that's supposed to click a button and wait for an AJAX request to complete. The issue here is that we aren't waiting for the AJAX request to complete. Sometimes the success message appears immediately, but sometimes it can take longer. In CI environments, this becomes even more unpredictable. As you can see here, on line 6, we're clicking the save button, and then on the next line, on line 7, we're checking that the success message is visible. Now, if we look at the fixed example, you can notice several differences in the code. The first section, on line 4, we set up as intercept. This tells Cypress to watch for any put requests to the users. And then second, on line 11, we add a CY wait to explicitly wait for that request to complete. And then third, only then do we check for the success message. Next up, we have test data dependencies. This is when tests pass or fail based on what other tests have done to the database. This test assumes that there are exactly 3 posts, but other tests might have created or deleted posts. The test becomes dependent on the test execution order. As you can see on line 4, it's checking for a length of 3 post items. But in some cases there might be 2, there could be 3, or even 4. Now, as you can see here in this fixed example, in the before action it creates exactly 3 posts. And then it expects exactly 3 posts in return. There's no assumptions, there's no random failures, every test gets its own clean slate. Now for the third issue, asynchronous JavaScript. Modern Rails apps use Hotwire, Turbo, and JavaScript frameworks that update the DOM asynchronously. Here's our flaky test. It clicks delete, but immediately checks the count before Turbo finishes updating the DOM. As you can see on line 3, it visits the post URL, and then on line 4, it's clicking the delete post, and then immediately after, it's checking that the post item has been deleted. And here's the fixed example where we actually wait for the delete request to complete. As you can see, on line 7, we're adding an initial count with items length, and then we're clicking the delete post button, validating that the URL has been loaded, and then we're validating that the post item has been deleted using that initial count. Now for the fourth problem, hard-coded waits. When tests are slow or flaky, the quick fix is to add an arbitrary wait, but this makes your entire test suite crawl. Now this flaky test waits 3 seconds, even if results load faster. Multiply this across your whole suite and you're adding minutes of unnecessary wait time. Before, always waiting 3 seconds. After, as fast as the API responds, usually under 1 second. That's a big speed improvement per test. Finally, browser and viewport inconsistencies. Your test can click an element that's off the screen or behaves differently in headless mode. Here's a test that works on desktop but fails randomly. In this case, the dropdown might be off the screen or hidden or on a different viewport size. Now, in this example, we set a consistent viewport on line 4. Further down, we ensure the visibility and we scroll the element into view before clicking. Now this test can work on any screen size. And there you have it. That's the 5 most common causes of flaky end-to-end tests and how to fix them. The key is to make your test predictable and isolated. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more Rails testing content and let me know in the comments what flaky test issues you're dealing with.